And return to Let's Play Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar. Alright, some things have to be changed here, drastically. So, we're gonna do some rearranging of faces here. And I don't really like what I'm about to do, but this is what needs to be done. So, I need to bring a road now around this way. And we will just have to do something here. The reason for this is because of this copper workshop. I can't get it to be anywhere else without it being here. You'll notice there's a problem. This will have nowhere to offload. That, yeah, we're just gonna have to deal with that. And then we gotta get, I guess, rid of those two to then hook back up the irrigation canal. And now, perhaps, I can get a few, but not all, of that back. Yeah, that's just how that's gonna have to be. We are already short on the wheat, so that's not great, but we are over on bread. So if one of these guys is short on production materials, that's kind of okay. But at least now we have this going, where we should be able to start getting a little bit more of this produced. The problem is just going to be here. Because this is now going to require a little bit more out of me. It's 1, 2, 3. I can't because of course not. Okay, so instead if we do it like that, that will work. Get another one in here. And we're going to have to do some handing off of stuff. No. No, no. Just no. Please no. Yeah, okay. So, in this great handoff here... Not gonna work. Damn it. We will need a caravan. You know what? It's not necessary to have this road. We can put a caravan guy up here. It's not the right place for this. There. Got a caravan guy there. And now, we're also going to have us another port over here. And this will also have a warehouse. And we're going to have to use this, unfortunately, to bring some of that in. Means we need to do you. And this dirt road doesn't go there. I can't get a road to him. Kidding. This game will never be one of my favorites, let me put it that way. Oh, we're just gonna have to take in a spot. That's Okay, we are overproducing on the dates as well. Now, why are we doing this? We don't need to do that. This may cause a little bit of problems that I'm not actually anticipating are what I'm going to want to have happen here, but we will. Not that. So what I need is now for you. Maybe I could have it all preemptively brought over here this way before it's sold and used by these guys. Well, first things first. Let's grab you from here and put it where it belongs. Which means that this is going to be a pickup and drop-off point. And then my thinking was that, yeah, if we get some copper over here, we'll have to drag it over here. So we'll just go ahead and get this guy there and there. This being another drop-off point, pickup point, and temporarily I'm going to get a third guy just to pull that fish out of there. Dropping off copper, picking up. Yeah, okay. Let's go. Zoom. Okay, now you no longer need to exist. My hope is just to start creating enough that we get this balanced. 36. Okay, we are going to now see ourselves coming in. Okay, there's that. Okay, I think we're doing it now. Let's check. So now we're making enough there. Our importation is excessive. But again, you know, if we at least look at this, all of our goods are swapping out. What the fuck now? To Uruk, huh? Sure, fine. How are they out of fish now? Maybe I do just need to do the figure 8 thing. They're running out of their materials before they even get to where they need to be going. So instead of a loop here, what I need this one to be doing is actually doing its own figure 6 this way. Because they both go down there, loop around there. This one comes, loops around here. So these guys in the middle will always be last, but that means the guys in the back should hopefully get enough of their stuff. Still missing fish. How the fuck is that possible? Fish is one of the most abundant things this city produces. And now we're massively out of people. How is that possible? Because all these people left away, because now we're out of pottery, even though we've got pottery right here. Jesus Christ, what the hell happened? This fucking shit irritates the piss out of me. And because there's no prioritizing your workforce, did not fulfill the request. Whatever, not our problem. Fine, it won't happen again, we'll say. It's really missing that from the Impressions games where you could just go into your workforce and say, okay, everyone focus on your food and production first and then employ to other places. This is just ridiculous. We seem to be overcorrecting now for how many ingots we need. 16 ingots. Maybe we don't even need that much. Let's go 12. We're full up here. I think we're okay. Let's go back to our trade route. Get rid of the damned filter. Stop. Hammer time. Just open it up for the fun of it. And then we will find you. How much can we do? 100 there, huh? Let's come back. Let's scale that back to about 50 and see how that does. People are leaving the city. I don't care. You know, down here is not such a big deal because this is not a part of the necessary goal. It's here. We need to keep this here going. And even with all of this shit, I cannot, for the fucking life of me, get them to get all of the goods down here. I guess this is too big of a block. That's the problem. This is just too big of a block. It cannot sustain the short, tiny amount of goods that these can hold. They have really fucked up this game. Oh, let's put 10 in, which is an arbitrary number that will just slowly dwindle. Like, you cannot... You can't have double blocks. This is literally as big of a block as this can handle. It's just one. And the fact that they are having to get down here... I mean, how the fuck are you supposed to lay out a city in this game? You need to have separate distribution and storage areas for each block, is the only way you can sustain it. It's fucking ridiculous. Well, except for clay, everything is still on balance. We're still managing to feed people. We're not getting that goddamn pottery out of there fast enough. This thing keeps emptying. What the fucking shit? I see a warehouse full of jewelry and fish. Why the fuck are you not getting it? Look at this. These guys are wasting their time picking the same shit. We'll never do this. There's always going to be somebody missing something. We'll never do this. I need another one. Okay, I'm just going to pause, and we're just going to wipe this out. And build another one. This is absolutely stupid. Now that's completely out of range, so I can't do that anyway, so it's got to be closer regardless. Can we get one field in here? Oh, now you're fucking bitching about the appeal. Shut up. Christ. All right. How can I do this to make sure everybody is getting their goods? Come down here, and that's it. Go home. That is too much of a hassle to reset that. You're going to go here. And you? And this is... It's terrible the way this works, but... So, the same people are just going to keep getting the same shit. I should not need 3 separate markets to do what would be a small housing block when I play Zeus. And this could be completely fixed if this either had larger capacity or just no capacity. And as long as you had supply in the city, you could distribute it. That's not how the Impressions games worked, so I mean, I just bump this up. Just add a 0 on this. There's no reason you can only have 10 here. The employees, now what are we short on? I am making more than is needed. Everything numbers based in this is just completely screwed. They just didn't bother to balance anything in this game. Somehow, despite the fact that you were getting here and here, that's still not enough. That's still not enough. It's just still not enough. You run out by the time you get back here, and you cannot supply these houses. Or these houses. All the goods are literally right fucking here. And they can't... Am I doing this wrong, where each one of these has separates? I mean, do I just need to, like... Do Do I just need to add another distributor purely for only fish? Because that seems to be where we're hanging up on all of these, is fish. So what that actually is telling me is that instead of doing what I'm doing, I was fine with my 6 and 6. This one should just be a fish market. That's literally how this goes. So these guys, show me your thing. No, you were in the wrong. So go here, here, and back here. And then we need to add another one here. What the fuck are you doing? And then this one is nothing but a fishmonger. Going in 8 different goddamn directions. Trying to make this work. It's the only way. It's the only way it can be. Or alternatively, you could go doing the figure S. That right there runs out of fish. Oh, well look at that. So it's just completely redundant to do this, because even having different stalls does not increase the number. So Emperor and Zeus, where you could do this, does not function this way. You can only have a maximum of 10, regardless of who's outselling it. How do you not have fucking work? Because it's just barely out of range. Let me guess. It's just barely out of range. Yep. Just fucking barely. You can't defend this game. There's nothing there's nothing to defend. It sucks. This game is a major disappointment. And, I don't know. Maybe we just need to have a conversation about whether I should even continue the series. Because I don't know, you know, that the Steam page for this game says that they are planning to update it. But I have no idea what that means, you know, when. So, like, should I just stop doing the series right now, and you know, we'll just wait and hope it gets better? Or I don't know. How much longer does this game go? We've finally hit one of our marks, and we will actually complete this if we ever complete the temple here. which means now we're just going to go full tilt into that. Brickwork, brickwork. Clay mine. Clay mine. No, we don't have the people. Of course not. Now, why are we missing people? We have 1,000 of these people doing nothing. Not our problem. They can fuck off. I don't understand how you're not getting fish. You were literally one of the first customers of one of these things. Like, look at this. It comes right down here. How are you not getting fish? Alright, well, I'm gonna pause the recording for a minute, and we'll come back when the temple is built. Okay. So that'll be done. It's timed perfectly. Great. So before we disappear here, though, the Temple of Nana. Nana was the god of the moon in ancient Mesopotamia and worshipped by Sumerians, Akkadians, Assyrians, and Babylonians. In the middle of the 3rd millennium BC, when Ur wielded great political power, it was considered the head of the Sumerian pantheon. Jesus. And look at that! We're almost 1,000 people over to make this work. This part right here, this distribution thing pisses me off. So I guess from now on, I'll have to rethink even this, and just realize that you can't do more than a very small block, otherwise you're just going to run out of shit. I think that's absolutely stupid. I think it's absolutely stupid that they didn't make it so that this supply maximum is based upon how many market workers you've got. That's ridiculous. It's also ridiculous that they are moving the same thing. Your workers should never be moving the same thing when you have 3 different types of goods. I mean, obviously they're only working fish here, so yeah, but like these guys, when 2 of them were moving dates at the same time, I have 3 types of goods here and they're only moving dates. Dates which are always full, by the way, while we're running out of copper jewelry, which is empty, and this thing is full. Like, I realize, you know, making a game is not easy. Programming is not easy. That's why I have not really ever gotten into game development myself. But holy shit. Just, I mean, how do you do this and not see immediate problems in what you've done? I think this mission in particular has just really, really brought out in stark contrast all of the things that they did wrong that just, you know, if you're trying to make it like an Impressions game, and I guess that's up for question, are they trying to make it like the Impressions games? According to the reviews, It's just how do you not look at what they did and say, hey, yeah, this is a good idea. We should implement this in our game, and then you try and do something that changes, and you. I mean, did you not play the game to see how it doesn't work? And I think that's what pisses me off about those reviews too, because this game has overwhelmingly positive reviews, and you read them, and it's just like, man, this is just like, playing Pharaoh. And no, it's not actually at all. If anyone would know, I would know. I've played all the Impressions games, aside from, the first Caesars. This game is not like those games. Superficially, yes, it looks like it. Yes, that's what got me excited to play it, because I like the Impressions city builders, obviously. I also love Mesopotamian history. And this just, I don't want to play this anymore. It's extremely shallow, and the mechanics that should just be simple are not. They're overly complex. Like this thing to try and string along goods to get to here, and oh my god, this one was just 2 squares out of place to not be able to go down the road to get your shit. Like, it's more frustrating to try to play it than actually work towards these goals. So, I don't know. I'm serious. I would like some feedback on this one. Whether you would like me to continue the series, or possibly wait for a few updates, see if they actually listen to feedback, because I know I'm not the only one who's had some negative feelings about this game, and we'll just kind of maybe come back to it at some point when it's not such a mess. I had thought that maybe, at the very beginning, the missions were very simple, things unlocked over time, and all that stuff. But, here we are now in, historically, according to the mission briefing, at a time when this city should have an administrative center. There's no administration in the game, no tax revenue, no nothing. I don't know. I don't know if this is the rest of the game like this. Just they look like they've got some spaces here for more goods, but, maybe there's a level 3 at some point, but I mean, is this it? Are there... You build temples just as monuments. There's no god involvement or anything like that. There's no military, which I hate anyway, but I don't know. I don't know. Do you think it's worth me continuing the series? Let me know in the comments. I will end this one here. I'll see you next time.